Namaste, everyone. Welcome to our West Coast Gentle Yoga session. This type of gentle yoga is designed as a palliative yoga, which is primarily a preventive style, but it can have therapeutic effects also. It has been designed to reduce the stress in your body and to increase the energy of communication in body systems. We do this using physical asanas, breathing practices, mantras, and other meditative practices. It stimulates better immune system and body's repair mechanism. One feels better and minor ailments can get resolved. Yoga brings good health of mind and body, inner awareness, and a sense of cosmic connection. Regular discipline practice is key. So if you miss a day, please use the video recording on YouTube at Life in Yoga Rajan. Yoga is not a physical exercise and it's not a religious practice either. So people with any religious background can do this. This type of gentle yoga can be done sitting on a chair or on the floor. Always keep your spine straight but not stiff. And if you need to, support your back. All the practices are done very gently, smoothly, and without jerks. Being aware of each movement and visualizing the part of the body being exercised will give you the maximum benefit. Follow instructions to avoid adverse reactions. There should be no strain, and you should do it within your own capacity. Make sure your breathing is slow and smooth. If anything causes pain or discomfort, please stop immediately, avoid the practice, and seek clarification. If you have any questions regarding personal problem, since this is a public forum, please send an email to the email addresses provided in the reminder email. And remember, liability is entirely yours. Thank you.
Sorry, I was a little delayed coming in. So we begin with 3 ohms.
Yes.
So let's take a deep breath in. So we have some new people today. All right. Kaumudi Somne.
Yes.
You want to, where are you located?
I'm in New York.
Very nice. So can we see you?
Sure.
Oh, wonderful. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Which part of New York are you in?
In Long Island.
Where in Long Island?
Old Westbury.
Old Westbury, wonderful. Actually, further down in Suffolk County, in that area near Center Reach and that kind of place, there was another Kaumudi I used to know, but she looks different.
Oh my God, I didn't know there existed another one.
Yeah, by the way, I went to school in Stony Brook.
Oh, very nice.
So
excellent.
The map of Long Island and all the different places over there, I'm quite familiar with.
Excellent. Where are you now? Sorry, I I'm
in
totally new
Maryland,
to this.
next to Washington, D.C., Silver Spring, Maryland.
Oh, I lived in Clarksville, Maryland for a while.
Oh, very nice.
Okay.
So how did you learn about this?
So one of my cousins, she also does this, and she introduced me. She's a neurologist. Her name is Shubhangi.
Oh, so Shubhangi Chumble is the one who brought you here.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Very nice.
her husband told me this is something you have to do. So
Yes.
I'm like, okay, as and when, because yesterday I was on call, so I just tried to come in whenever possible, but I hope I didn't disturb anybody.
No problem. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank
Welcome.
you. Thank you.
Nice
Thank
meeting
you. Nice to meet you too.
You're not a physician, are you?
I am.
What is your specialty?
I'm a gastroenterologist.
Oh, okay. Very interesting.
Yes.
With Kapalabhati, you can impact the enteric nervous system.
Absolutely. I am totally a believer of that.
Anyway, so let's thank you. Nice to have you over here.
Nice to meet you too, sir.
Yes. And we have another physician here. Rakesh Abbi is there in Westchester County. And he's another physician from the New York area.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice. Okay. So any questions, thoughts?
I am totally new. I am just going to sit back and observe.
So I'm going to give you an overview because you're new.
Okay.
So essentially the practice we do from a yoga perspective is threefold.
Yes.
Okay. And some of which you can relate to from a physiological sense.
Yes.
Now, the first part we do is what is called chakra vibration. Now, the chakra vibration is not amenable to physiological sense. But what happens is, in a yogic system, we say, we work at 3 levels of the body. This we say is the gross body, but underlying the gross body is vibrations.
Right.
And that vibration body is called the subtle body. And this is what in traditional medicine system like Ayurveda, when they try to find what the vibration is by using 3 fingers and things like that. And of course, we have devices these days called electrophotonic imaging by which we measure. And Shubhangi has a machine of that too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And so we measure, but it gives you objective elements of communications of different organ systems and all of that. 40 different organ systems you can measure. So the second, the third level of the body is considered the causal body. That is basically the programs by which you take birth. And we say that is the purpose of for which you are born, right?
Yes.
So what we say is ill health comes whenever there is a conflict, either between the gross body and the subtle body, or between the subtle body and the causal body.
Oh, okay.
And so the conflict that happens between the subtle body and the causal body usually leads to mental health issues and autoimmune issues. So we do a practice called chakra vibration to relieve that. Then the next element, the conflict between the physical body and the subtle body or vibration body. From a medical sense, all that you're doing is the allostatic load increases in the body. You're trying to reduce it and calm it, right?
Yes.
But this is where what we do is the practice we do in this segment is largely to impact the central nervous system. And in the yogic sense, if we look at in a physiological sense, you look upon the central nervous system as the brain and the spine that is on a moment by moment basis deciding on the respiratory cycle as well as the cardiovascular cycle, right? The heart rate and the breath rate and all of that. And why does it do that? the oxygen intake is determined by how the brain perceives as the need of the body. And then, of course, the oxygen, where it is being distributed in the body, is also being determined by the brain. And locally, every cell, by the mixing of glucose and oxygen, is producing its own ATP, right?
Right.
And so the thing is basically, when we work with the spinal alignment and breathing techniques, we are looking to optimize the energy flow in the body. Now, what we say is, the brain is not as brainy as we think. Okay.
Right.
So what we do is we give it a kick on the backside to straighten it out. So we do that by, with spinal alignment and breathing techniques. And by doing that, and of course, spinal alignment, you can understand why that is important.
Right.
But in the breathing techniques, there are two principal breathing techniques. Actually, there are three principal breathing techniques. One is actually meant to increase afferent nerve sensitivity.
Mhm.
So you can imagine when you increase the afferent nerve sensitivity, this is called Ujjayi Pranayama, or the, what we call it as happy face breathing. So when you do that, it increases afferent sensitivity.
Mhm.
And as a result of which, many issues can get resolved, including sleep apnea, snoring, and things and all of that. Because all we are doing is vagal stimulation.
Mhm.
And then the second type of breathing practice is, in the traditional medicine system, there is an idea that the right brain and the left brain have different functionalities. Of course, from modern medicine also, the right brain is considered the creative brain and the left brain the logical brain, right?
Right.
So from a yogic perspective, we say the right brain is your inner being and the left brain is your external interactions.
Mhm.
So in some ways, you can think of it comparable to the modern medicine is, we know that, genes are your inner being and the epigenetic factors makes the gene expression, right?
Yes. Right.
So what happens is the external factors that hit you are the epigenetic factors, which
Mhm.
the left brain digests, and both of them functioning together creates the gene expression.
Right.
And then the third exercise that we do, principal breathing exercise, is we do deep breathing, and we do it for like 20 breaths at a time. And essentially what we are really doing is controlled respiratory alkalosis.
Mhm.
So why do we call it as controlled? Uncontrolled, people will faint, right? And
Right.
so when we do it in controlled state and we do it repeatedly, what
Right.
happens is the brain reassesses the needs of the body. And if there are any joint related pains for people with arthritic conditions or weakening muscles, they will all go away. Because what happens is, by doing, you realize in our normal breathing, we are breathing about 15 breaths per minute, right?
Right.
It's
Right.
unconscious breathing. And we are using less than 10% of our lung capacity.
Right.
And whereas on the other hand, when you do deep breathing, you're using 30 to 40% of lung capacity.
Right.
And so when we are doing that, obviously, the amount of oxygen available in the system increases, but there is a maximum buffering ability for the body, right?
Right.
So once the maximum buffering is reached, the brain becomes confused.
Right.
And that confusion manifests in the form of sensation in the head.
Right.
So when that happens, we let it cool. We give a gap for a minute or two for things to settle, and then we go and do 20 breaths again. So, so in cycles, when we keep pushing the brain and confusing it more and more, eventually it wakes up and says, okay, I have more energy now. Let me find out where else the body needs energy, and it releases it.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I have sleep apnea, though, I am not really too overweight, but I was told that because I had some dental work when I was a kid, it's caused some problems of the throat and causes my jaw to retract and causes sleep apnea.
At
So-
what age did you have dental work?
I think they, as a kid, they did a lot of removal of my teeth at a very young age. And
What,
that
like
caused
15 years
some,
old?
in between 7 and 8, I think.
I see. Now, when did you develop sleep apnea?
Recently, I mean, my husband's always been saying that I snore, but it had gotten very bad about 2 years ago.
Okay. So
And
after 40 years, when they discover that you have
Mhm.
sleep apnea, why didn't you get sleep apnea when you were 25 years old?
Right.
Okay. So the
Mhm.
explanation that is given by a lot of modern medicine doctor is baloney. You
Yes.
see, when they basically tell you, you know, your jaw is your pharyngeal muscles are in a wrong place, your architecture of your neck is weird and jaw and all of that, that's all bullshit. The thing is basically what happens is the nerve connectivity into the pharyngeal area is not optimal.
Mhm.
Okay. So what will happen is do the happy face breathing every day for 15 minutes before going to sleep, and Vijaya will teach you. And after a period of 1 week, ask your husband, how is the snoring?
All right. Actually, I'm using the sleep apnea machine.
Well, the thing is basically, how much was the apnea hyperapnea index?
It was pretty high. I think it was, I'm not sure about the figure, but I think it
It would
was
be over 30
close.
if it is severe.
Yeah, it was close to, 35 or 40, I think.
I see. Well, any case, do the Ujjayi Pranayama. Do you have an autopap or a CPAP?
I can show you. It's a CPAP. It's right
CPAP.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to show me. But
Yes.
what happens is, but autopap has an advantage where as your breathing improves, it automatically adjusts.
Oh yeah, it is autopap then.
It is autopap, right?
Right.
So the thing is basically in the autopap, they usually come with a little chip over there where
Right.
it also records the data,
Exactly.
you know, night after night, right?
Right.
Have you ever retrieved the data?
Yeah, my physician I have to meet with very often. So he downloads all the data and goes over it with me.
Okay. So don't tell your physician anything, but
Okay.
keep doing your practice after about a period of 2 months. Go to your physician and let's see what he says after looking at the downloaded data.
Sounds great. I'm totally up for it. Thank you.
Excellent. So I guess it's time for Vijaya to begin.
Okay,
Wants to
thank
say
you.
something. Go ahead. We cannot hear you.
Who are you?
Vijaya, you need to unmute.
Something.
We couldn't hear Rakesh ji.
Rakesh ji, unmute yourself and see if you can talk now.
Yeah, unmute yourself. No, we don't hear you.
Come here. I'll call Manish. Very.
No, now we hear you. We hear you, Rakesh ji. No, now we don't. When you spoke to your husband, we heard you. No, we don't hear you.
Rakesh ji, unmute and talk.
Okay, now? Yes. Okay, thank you. I wanted to say, do you want to recapitulate the visualization of Anulom Vilom?
we have to do two things for the benefit of Kaumudi who has joined. One is we need to explain the chakra vibration, and we have to also explain the visualization of the Anulom Vilom. So when this first exercise, Kaumudi chakra vibration, is done, you visualize a column from the perineum to the middle of the head on the top. And as you're visualizing the column, the middle of the body, there'll be 7 points. The perineum, and 1 inch above that, just behind where we urinate, and then behind the navel, and then the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, the throat, the middle of the head, and the top of the head. So since you understand where perineum is, there is no problem. But people who are not who don't understand anatomy, they don't necessarily know what perineum is, you won't have a problem. Now, the second thing about the alternate nostril breathing is there is a visualization that goes. When you close one nostril and you inhale, you feel like you visualize that the vitality of the inhalation is crossing over the opposite side behind the eye and going by the side of the head and lodging in the middle of the brain. And then you close that nostril and exhale from the other nostril, and you visualize the awareness going out this way. So it's really awareness. Inhale from here, bring the awareness here. Once the inhalation is complete, and when you exhale out of this, you go this way. That's this thing. Okay. So please go ahead. Vijaya, it is all yours.
Thank you, Doctor. We'll begin with the chakra vibrations. Let's close our eyes and bring our awareness to the perineum. And with the little finger pressed with the thumb, we chant the mantra LAM. Take a deep breath in. Release the fingers, and one more time. We now bring our awareness 1 inch above the perineum, and with the ring finger pressed with the thumb, we chant the mantra VAM. Take a deep breath in. VAM. Release the fingers, and one more time. We now bring our awareness behind the navel, and as we draw in at the navel, with the middle finger pressed with the thumb, we'll chant the mantra Ram. Take a deep breath in. Ram. 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 Release the fingers, and one more time. Ram. We now bring our awareness to the chest in between the breasts, and with the index finger pressed with the thumb, we chant the mantra Yam. Take a deep breath in. Yum. 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 Release the fingers, and one more time. Yum. We now bring our awareness to the throat, and with the thumbs up mudra, loose fists, we chant the mantra Hum. Take a deep breath in. Hum. 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 Release the fingers, and one more time. Hum. We now bring our awareness in the middle of the head, and with the thumbs up mudra again, loose fists, we chant the mantra Sham. Take a deep breath in. Sham. 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 Release the fingers, and one more time. We now bring our awareness to the top of the head, and with the thumbs up mudra, loose fists, we chant the mantra Om. Take a deep breath in. Release the fingers, and one last time. We'll now do the Ujjayi Pranayam, the happy face breathing. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to the throat. The throat is at the base of the mouth through which food and air passes. Focusing there, make a big smile and feel a stretch in the throat. Focusing on the stretch, inhale and exhale slowly and gently as you feel the air rubbing along the stretch. Please continue.
Kaumudi, for you, your happy face breathing is not working right. You need to, let's see your full face, lower your camera. Yes. And, and please make a bigger smile and feel the sucking sensation in the throat. You can do better than that. Make an effort to make a bigger smile. Feel the stretch in the throat and have a slight sucking feeling. Okay, it's good now. Continue.
We'll now move to the respiratory mantra. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your awareness to the sternum in the middle of the chest and visualize a straight line from the sternum to the top of the head and leaving the body. Along that line, mentally vibrate the 3 syllables Haim, Im, and make sure it leaves the body. If you have difficulty with the visualization, bring your awareness to a few inches above the head and focusing there, mentally vibrate Haim, Im, Please continue. Now bring your awareness to the chest, still keeping your eyes closed, and focusing here, mentally vibrate, Haim. Continue. We'll now move to the spinal alignment exercises, beginning with the neck exercises. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, gently bring the ear down to the shoulder. Inhale and come back. Exhale and bring the other ear down to the shoulder. Inhale and come back and continue. As you come back to the center, exhale and look over one shoulder. Inhale and come back. Exhale and look over the other shoulder. Inhale and come back and continue. as you come back to the center. And with the next inhalation, take your head backwards. Exhale and bring the chin down to the chest. Inhale and head backwards. Exhale and chin down to the chest. Continue. As you exhale and come back down to the center, we'll do the neck rotations. Inhale for half a circle as you go up, and exhale the other half as you come back down, and continue in the same direction. As you exhale and come back down, we'll switch directions. Inhale for half a circle. Exhale and complete the circle. Continue. Relax as you come back. We'll now do the shoulder exercise and alternate our shoulders. Inhale and lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate and bring it back down. Inhale and lift up the other shoulder. Exhale, rotate and bring it back down. Continue. Relax. As you come back, we'll now do the hand exercises. Stretch your hands and keep them straight. As you inhale, open out your palms and keep them perpendicular to the forearm. As you exhale, thumbs in and fists down. Inhale, exhale. Continue. As you exhale and bring your fists back down, we'll do the fist rotations. Inhale for half a circle and exhale the other half. Continue. As you come back to the center, we'll go the other way. Inhale for half a circle and exhale the other half. Continue. Relax. As you come back, for the next exercise, let's bring our elbows in line with the shoulders. Open out your palms and move your wrists up and down. As you inhale and exhale, continue. As you come back down, we'll switch directions. Inhale and exhale. Continue. Relax. As you come back for the next exercise, let's interlock our hands and place them behind the head. Make sure your elbows are at 180 degrees and the head is straight. As you exhale, turn to one side. Inhale and come back. Exhale and turn the other side. Inhale and come back and continue. Relax. As you come back for the next exercise, let's get our elbows above the head. As you exhale, pull on one elbow. Inhale and come back. Exhale and pull on the other elbow. Inhale and come back. Continue. Feel the stretch along your shoulder blades as you do this. Relax as you come back. For the next exercise, let's get our elbows behind the back. As you exhale, turn to one side. As we hold the position on this side, let's inhale and exhale for a few breaths. Continue. Inhale and come back. Exhale and turn the other side. And as we hold the position here, let's inhale and exhale for a few breaths. Please continue. Relax as you come back. For the next exercise, let's get our hands on either side of the spine. As you inhale, push back on one side, making a backward arch. Exhale and come back. Inhale and push on the other side. Exhale and come back and continue. Relax. As you come back, for the next exercise, let's do both our shoulders together. Inhale and lift up both your shoulders. Exhale, push back, rotate, and bring it back down. Inhale and exhale. Continue. Relax. As you come back, for this next exercise, let's cross one leg over the other and hold the knee with your interlocked hand. Exhale and bring up the leg and turn your head to the same direction as the leg you're holding. Inhale and release. Exhale, pull and turn. Inhale and release. Continue. Feel the stretch along your thighs as you do this. As you inhale and come back down, let's switch to the other leg. Exhale, pull and turn. Inhale and release. Continue. Relax. As you come back, we'll now do the cycling exercise with 5 counts on each leg. Inhale and bring up one leg. Exhale and stretch it out in a cycling motion. 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch to the other leg. Inhale and leg up. Exhale and stretch it out. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax. As you come back, we'll now do Anulom Vilom, the alternate nostril breathing, and then move to Bhastrika Pranayama. So, as a reminder, for Anulom Vilom, we exhale and inhale through the same nostril while keeping the other nostril closed. So, if you begin your first inhalation through the left nostril, closing your right nostril, you inhale, close your left nostril, exhale, and inhale through the right nostril, close your right nostril, exhale, and inhale through the left nostril, close your left nostril, alternate, and continue. As you complete the exhalation, we'll now move to Bhastrika Pranayama. So I'll quickly explain Bhastrika Pranayama. There are 2 ways of doing this. One way is to place our hands over the abdominal area, and as we deeply inhale, the abdominal area, the chest and the shoulder expands. And as we exhale, the shoulder, chest and the abdominal area contract. The other way of doing this is to keep our hands close to the body, loose fists. As we deeply inhale and push back, the shoulder, chest, and the abdominal area expand. And as we exhale, close our fists and bring our hands back down, the shoulder, chest, and the abdominal area contract. We do this keeping our eyes closed. Exhalation is a little longer than the inhalation. And we do this to around a count of 20. As we do this, please visualize the vitality of the breath as we inhale and exhale. When you're ready, inhale, exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. And exhale. Keep your eyes closed. Relax. Observe any sensations within.
keeping your eyes closed. As these sensations dissipate, we will now go in for meditation. Tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts, and I care about nothing. If you have a personal mantra, you can chant it now. Otherwise, you can listen to the Om mantra I will be playing. You can use whatever mudra that works for you. Keeping your eyes closed, affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I was born. Bring both your palms about 6 inches from your face. Open your eyes and look directly into your palms. Namaste.
Thank you, Anuji and Vijayaji.
Yeah.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Namaste. Thank you, Vijaya. Thank you, Anuji.
Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste, Himlata.